Hello, Chronostorians, and welcome to an all-new live event brought to you in partnership with eBay. My name is Christian Taylor, and I'm just so happy to be sharing with you yet another live presentation of some amazing pieces that are just in time for the Valentine's holiday coming up on the 14th. Whether you are celebrating it by yourself or with someone else, this is the time to save on these amazing pieces that you can get a personal, intimate look at right here today. But make sure you come back every week, every Tuesday, live at 7:30 on eBay to find a new episode right here in the heart of New York City and Chronostore, sharing with you the best luxury brands on the market today, including things like Rachel Cohen, Rolex, everything else in between. I don't need to get into it, but we have a million brands. If you go in our shop at chronostore.usa.com, our home on eBay, you can see everything we have to offer, from jewelry to watches to high-end accessories. You name it, we have it. And guess what? There's always more at Chronostore. But with no further ado, let's jump straight into today's event, following one more reminder where you can follow us on your favorite social networks at Chronostore NYC on Instagram and Twitter, Chronostore.com on Facebook, and Chronostore on TikTok to stay in the loop of your favorite luxury brands with exclusive content from, or rather, exclusive content on your favorite luxury brands on your favorite social networks. So there's a win-win there. Either way, you can find us every week here on eBay, follow us on social, and again, with no further ado, let's jump straight into today's brand new episode. Diving directly into our first piece, we have with us an amazing Zenith Defy Classic Ceramic Skeleton Dial automatic watch coming in for $5,999. And one of the most beautiful things about this particular watch to me is that it has the skeleton design, which really just means you can peer through it from side to side, from front to back, allowing you to see even the movement, even in a minuscule way of on the top left, as you see here, just behind some of the numerals. But when you take a step closer, you really just get to enjoy all of the brilliant mechanical aspects that really bring this kind of model to life. And when you do have it in your hands or on your wrist, you can certainly feel the uplifting spirit that it gives you, which I think it is why it has the most perfect name, Defy, because it really does defy what you expect when you get an amazing luxury watch, but also it truly defies the expectations in terms of its reliability, because as you take a step closer and you look at this truly fabulous watch, you can really start to enjoy all of its fine details. And I say fine because these are in fact luxury fine pieces. So of course we want to go over all of the things that make them the beautiful tools that they are. One particular thing to denote is that it comes in a 41mm case, and as you can see here, it has a beautiful automatic movement, which is why as we look at its main sweeping second hand, you can really see that it has this beautiful steady pace as opposed to a tick-tock nature which you would normally find in a quartz movement watch. We can also appreciate that this watch comes with a very fine fixed bezel, a date indicator, and the skeleton design isn't just for the front of the watch, but it also applies to the back side, where you'll also find a second sapphire crystal. This one illuminating the beautiful, or rather allowing us to see, I should say, the beautiful rotor that we have in the back, which as you can see here captures a really beautiful star-shaped movement, which still, while giving a beautiful design, allows you to see through it and appreciate the mainspring that you can see at work, the true heartbeat of these kinds of watches. And additionally, this watch comes with a 100-meter water resistance. So if you are the kind of person who wants to dive, you don't have to worry about this movement getting messed up underwater, at least up to a certain depth. But again, that's really up to you, depending on how you decide to wear this watch. But as I said before, one of the most beautiful things about looking upon the back side of the case is you can truly see the mainspring at work, and although the fine details in the rotor, such as its slightly satin finish, which complements the rest of the watch, which you can see does have this coating, but even when you come over to its push and pull out crown, you can really see here that it does still, well, it's in focus, you can really see here that it does still offer a great sense of luxury and simplicity. And there is a certain brevity is the soul of wit, as they say. So it makes sense that you do find something so easy to use, so simple to navigate on such a beautiful luxury piece. And just as complimentary to that simplicity is the type of band you have, because it has a truly simple double push button fold over clasp, which really allows you to feel an elevated sense of simplicity. And it again matches the star logo that you have on the front and back side of the movement. So you really are getting something beautiful here, because everything about the watch feels like an homage to its overall heritage, which is why this watch is truly an exceptional 41 millimeter watch. And one more time, this is the Zenith Defy Classic Ceramic Skeleton Dial Automatic Watch, coming for $5,999 here at ChronostoreUSA.com. And as always, before we take the watch away, you can enjoy an up close, personal, and intimate look and how you can personally enjoy it once you own it. Following in the first item's footsteps, we have with us the Bulgari B01 Essential Diamond Band Ring, coming in an 18 karat rose gold, size 53 or US 6.5. But the great thing about this particular piece is that it comes in for $2,269.99 here at Chronostore USA. And one of the most fabulous things about this particular ring, in my opinion, is it has a firm simplicity that almost feels like when you're wearing a black dress and you have that one pop of color, because of how it has the name Bulgari on two sides on its overall high polished band, while having a single diamond at its center, truly allowing you to again feel captivated by its simplicity. That whole brevity is the soul of wit continues not just as the theme of this, I guess, live event, but truly just the theme of some particularly smart brands overall, because they really use that less is more approach. And I think Bulgari is no exception to it, especially when you look at a ring like this. Now, the diamond itself has a 0.04 total carat weight. And the great thing about it is it, again, it comes on an 18 karat rose gold setting. So the fact that you're getting this round shaped diamond, this beautiful shaped diamond in this square setting, really does give you a firm sense of brilliance. It really allows the light of the diamond to bounce off beautifully, and more important than that, it really makes it a great unisex piece because it's not too embellished or emboldened in any kind of way. It really just sits right in the middle as a firm unisex piece, which I think is perfect for Valentine's Day, which is overall why we're looking at all these pieces. And again, this is the Bulgari B01 Essential Diamond Band Ring, coming in an 18 karat rose gold, size 53 or a US 6.5, with a total diamond weight of 0.4 and a total weight of 6.76 grams. And one more way to measure its worth aside from its weight is if you simply look on the inside of the band, you will see a very simple and beautifully stamped 750, which is your indication as a jewelry owner that you're getting true 18 karat piece, which means that it's 75% pure gold, which is why it has the stamp. That's what that means. It means 18 karat. That's just a way for you to become the jewelry expert you need to be when you're shopping for your luxury pieces for your loved ones or for yourself. Because hey, there's nothing wrong with loving yourself. So if you are your own Valentine this year, this is that great gift to get. And again, it has a brilliant simplicity to it. And when you look at it up close like this, you can, I think, really start to appreciate and enjoy not only the way the brand is so embedded into this ring, but really the way the diamond sets apart and adds a great level of contrast to it as a whole. And once more, this is the Bulgari B01 Essential Diamond Band Ring, coming in an 18 karat rose gold, size 53 or a US 6.5. Coming into view now, we're looking at an amazing Breitling Chronomat Jet Team 44 steel black dial men's watch, coming in for $4,799. And the thing I like most about this particular item, aside from the fact that it comes from my favorite brand, is that it has a firm sense of simplicity despite having so many complications to it, not just in terms of its literal complications as a watch, but also in terms of its complications in terms of its design. It has so much going on and so much to appreciate in so many ways. And I'll just get started on sharing some of that with you right now. First of all, the most important thing to denote, I suppose, in this particular item is the fact that it comes with a 2-year seller warranty from us. So you not only get a sense of so you really get a great sense of security when you are buying it. Another great thing to note is that this is a 44 millimeter watch and it comes on a 7-inch band. So that means you do have a certain size that it first fits with, as you see, or rather as you saw. It was a little bit big on my wrist, but it really depends on what you're going for and how you like your watch to sit on you. Now, one of the greatest things to appreciate about this particular item to me is that it really does come with a firm sense of luxury because it has so many different qualities in terms of its finish. As you see here, it has an overall mostly satin finish coming across its bezel, even slightly when it comes into view, comes into full focus here, you can get at least like that on its dial. You get that multi-textural feeling, and I think that's something that always adds a firm sense of quality because you go from high polish to satin, you go from circular pieces, as you see here, you have a small second sub, a 12-hour, 30-minute, and a top at the very center, instead of a 12, you have an amazing homage to the Breitling jet team that beautifully encompasses their elegant precision. Because even in the skies, they truly are instruments of professionals that the jet team uses, and they work out fairly well the way they put on their air shows and everything else like that. But one of the more important things to note about this particular watch is that it is a stainless steel model that is given a particular coating. And when you see it like that, what that basically means is that under this beautiful coating, it is in fact stainless steel. So you are getting something that does have a firm, hefty quality feeling to it. And a great thing about this one is, despite the fact that it's made for the air, it also does complement the sea, coming with a 200-meter water resistance, which is truly complemented by its overall use of these screw down crowns, not just on the crown itself, but on the pushers. Because as you can see here, before even starting this chronograph here with this beautiful yellow sweeping second hands, I had to unscrew them, which is again what aids its overall water resistance, which is a beautiful thing to have. And when you are getting factoring something again that is made to really complement the air, the fact that it complements the sea as well, you get that whole nautical navy feeling with it. And I think that is a beautiful aspect to have, especially when you're looking at something that is so limited as this, because this is in fact a limited edition watch. So once more, this is the Breitling Chronomat Jet Team 44 Steel Black Dial Men's Watch, coming in for $4,799 here at ChronostoreUSA.com. And I'll let you know one of the reasons it's my particular favorite model of the day is the fact that it complements Nikon, and that is honestly what I first started with as a photographer. So anything that complements that really is stands out to me, and I love the use of yellow. It stands out so sharply, not in just a bumblebee aspect, because that I think would be require more yellow. This just stands out in a beautiful tone of professionalism that I think is highlighted with that color choice. But even more important than that, again, you're getting beautiful pushing crown, beautiful pushing crutches, and push in pushers, screw in pushers, amazing sweeping second hands, an amazing chrono band, a very simple to use clasp. All the things you're getting overall make this watch a true luxury piece. And again, as you can see, even the way it sits on my wrist being slightly big, it still works out as a beautiful luxury model that complements any style. Whether you are a land or sea type of person, you really can just enjoy everything about it. And if you're looking very closely, you'll see that it has a purple hue over its crystal. That's how you know it has that scratch resistant coating. So again, from top to bottom, front, back, it is everything about this model is just impressive. And once more, this is the Breitling Chronomat Jet Team 44 Steel Black Dial Men's Watch, coming for $4,799. Following that fabulous piece, we're bouncing back to jewelry for just a moment to show you an amazing cocktail ring, which is the Luca Carati Chalcedony Gemstone Diamond Ring, coming in at 18 karat yellow gold with a 1.25 carat weight in a size 7.5. And this ring comes in for $3,024.99. And the great thing about this particular ring is that you can see here it comes with a very beautiful setting, but as its main stone, it really has a beautiful chalcedony main stone. So it really just gets complemented by all of the diamonds along its side. Coming from the amazing Italian designer Luca Carati, this ring really encompasses a bold perception of luxury and brilliance in every single manner. And you really just have to appreciate that it almost gets, you get this teardrop feeling from it. So you feel like you're just getting embellished in a very natural manner with all of its fabulous design. And the way it really has this net-like feeling, like the main stone is caught in the net of this beautiful 18 karat setting and this 18 karat rope of diamonds that you have. So you really just are capturing, again, a beautiful sense of luxury and a firm sense of beauty with this particular ring. And while this ring does come in a size 7.5, we do offer sizing available here at ChronostoreUSA.com, because we're not only sellers, we are also an in-house repair department. We have our own service center here to really help any of the needs that need to be met. Now with this ring, you really don't need to do anything because it is an amazing piece. As you can see here, you have again the amazing chalcedony main stone at the center, and I really do hope I'm saying that correctly. If not, do forgive me. But I do love the fact more than anything that it does feel like it's caught in a net of diamonds, an 18 karat rose gold rope with diamonds embellished on it to keep it protected and perfect. And not only is it a beautiful thing, but when you look at it up close, you can really start to enjoy the brilliance of every single diamond that you have, and the way that it just adds a nice sense of color to everything, because you really do get that nice sense of color with it, and you know you're getting something that's beautiful overall. Now, bouncing back to watches for a moment, we're looking at an amazing Bell and Ross Instrument steel blue dial automatic men's watch coming in for $4,699 here at ChronostoreUSA.com. And outside of its obviously astonishing blue dial, metallic blue satin finish dial with Arabic and stick numerals. And luminescent inserts in a date window and a sweeping seconds hand. Outside of that amazing thing, one of the greatest things to enjoy about this particular piece to me is the fact that it has a primarily satin finished body with high polished accents. And that truly means it has a firm sense of longevity because, as I always like to point out, stainless steel watches are the kind of things that if you should, get them scratched, if they should get a little bit of wear and tear naturally, these are the kinds of watches that you can simply have polished a few times throughout its lifetime of ownership that will allow it to really maintain a certain level of luxury and just a beautiful look overall. So you don't have to worry about getting, being too sensitive with it, or it being too sensitive or being too precious about it or delicate. You can just enjoy all of its beautiful aspects. And when it comes to this watch, again, the high polished accents, I think truly add a great sense of luxury to its overall satin finish design. Not that satin finish makes it less luxury, but I think it just adds a brilliance to what could otherwise be overall dull if it was entirely satin finish. There's nothing there. But I do like the fact that it has so many small aspects that really make it stand out in a brilliant manner, such as its screw down crown. Because you might assume this watch has a push or pull due to its simple and straightforward design, but with that minimalism, they do want to give protection, and that is why it has this amazing screw down crown, because that does allow this beautiful 40 millimeter watch to have an added water resistance that would otherwise leave the watch damaged if you should go in water. But this one really gives you that beautiful sense of clarity with a 100-meter water resistance. So you have a certain depth you can go to. And as with many of the watches we're looking at today, this one does have an open case back, but I'm zooming in on it so you can understand its texture, because this one, unlike many, has a satin finished rotor, which is very uncommon in my opinion, because typically speaking, you get something that is a bit more high polished, something's going to stand out more. And this one, I think they wanted it to almost have a slightly dull feeling, so your eyes are naturally pulled to peer into and beyond it. And I think that is an overall smart choice when you want to have something like a sapphire crystal on the back of the watch to give it an open case back. But when you do bounce back to the front, again, you have just a beautiful metallic blue dial that really aids the brilliance of this watch overall. So that complemented by, as you can see here, a fairly easy to use double push button fold over clasp, which, as you can see here, you do have to fold over one side before the other to allow the emblem to not be crushed. You do get something that is overall brilliant and beautiful with this Bell & Ross Instrument steel blue dial automatic men's watch coming for $4,699. And though it does sit a bit large on my wrist, there's a bit of room there to wiggle and your fingers in between, so it's not meant for me. I'd have to take a few links off. The face of it, the case size, does fairly sit well. So this does give you, I'd say, a medium representation of what it could look like on you, because it would fit you a little bit better. And when you get the full view, it's just even more beautiful. But I hope this does give you that intimate and personal look that you do need to make the purchase. And now, pulling into frame, we have with us an amazing Luca Karate smoky quartz and diamond ring coming in an 18 karat white gold setting with a 1.18 karat total carat weight in a size 7 ring. In a size 7. And the greatest thing about this particular item is that it comes for $3,024.99. So basically $3,025. And the thing I really like about this particular ring is that it has a firm, beautiful main stone. And I say firm because the color choice isn't what you particularly expect. Typically, I think you tend to find greens, blues, purples. So when you find something that really gives this brownish, dark look to it, I think it stands out all that much more because it really gives a different kind of look than might be typically expected. And it's complemented, and it is complemented so well by its surrounding diamonds, not only the ones that immediately surround it, but as you dig closer, as you look more closely along the side, you can even see that in addition to having its beautiful Luca Karate emblem, it does in fact have diamonds on each side of its ring setting. So you know you're getting something that isn't just an amazing ring on top, but it really has aspects all around. And the diamonds themselves are in fact G color. And again, the total carat weight is 1.18. You do, in fact, have the engraved emblem along the side. You have diamonds on each side. And as you can see here, though this is clearly not meant for this finger or either of the fingers when you're putting it on, I still hope it gives you a personal and intimate look as to what you can enjoy if when you become the owner of this particular piece, because again, this is the Luca Karate Smoky Quartz and Diamond Ring in an 18 karat white gold setting with a total carat weight of 1.18 in a size 7. And as you can see here, it's almost fan-like spiraling design. I'd say even more than that, really makes you think of an eye overall, and you truly are enjoying the beautiful calmness in the eye of the center of the storm with this smoky quartz diamond look. And again, this comes in for $3,024.99 at ChronostoreUSA.com. Now, along with the bold always comes the beautiful. In this case, we have no exception. This is the Frank Mueller Conquistador Grand Prix Titanium Black Dial watch, coming in for $6,999. And the thing that I like most about this particular piece is that it has a firm sense of design quality to it. It really stands out well with its firm choice of red. And more than importantly than that, it really is the kind of watch that you have to look closely, especially at the dial, to appreciate, because it has so many fine aspects when you do start to pay close attention. And I'll give you a brief look into what I'm talking about now, because surrounding it truly obscure Arabic numerals. And I say obscure because obviously they change in size and format as they go around. What you have is something that truly feels like an overall embellishment to its beautiful design. Now, as it says in the description, this pre-owned Frank Mueller Conquistador Grand Prix Titanium Black Dial men's watch has some significant scuffs, as you can see along the watch, along the case. But I'd say even more important than that, it really just have that pre-owned quality to it that still makes it a substantial buy because of the overall great condition it's in. And I'd say the minor bits of wear and tear are things that would happen naturally with any owner. So even if you were to get it new, these are really the kinds of things that you would come to have to face with and deal with on a day-to-day basis anyway. So it really doesn't really, in my opinion, take away from any of its value knowing that, especially when it does say that it is a pre-owned item in the listing. It really does give you that firm sense of clarity when you're getting it. And I think more important than that, the dial overall is just a beautiful piece. I love that it has this overall spiraling designs going through it in and out. It almost feels like a snake in coursing around, and it really just gives a firm sense of luxury and a great sense of quality that I think complements the different direction you get with the band, because with the band you get back to a bold sense of quality that really does keep your mind looped around the lock, and leading to its, again, double push button fold over clasp. Seems to be a little bit theme here today. But more importantly than that, this has a 7-inch wrist fit, and this is a 47 millimeter model. So you do certainly have to make sure it's your size before you make the purchase, because if not, it will be a little bit big on your wrist as it is on mine. But this is, again, one of those fabulous watches that is never going to really go out of style if you are the kind of person that overall appreciates this type of design. And once more, this is the Frank Mueller Conquistador Grand Prix Titanium Black Dial watch, coming for $6,999 here at Chronostore USA. And now we're looking at a pair of round cut diamond link 18 karat necklaces, one in yellow gold and one in white gold, both in a 17.5-inch length with 14.95 carat total weight, with a total both with a total carat weight of 14.95 carats, both coming in for $18,379.99 here at ChronostoreUSA.com. And as you can see here, these particular pieces, I think, almost complement that paperclip style that is really popular today. But more importantly than that, they have their own sense of style, their own true design quality that makes them unique pieces, especially for Valentine's Day gifts, because they have that timeless appeal more than anything else. Not only do they fit well, I'd say, on an almost casual day-to-day look, depending on your style, but they also stand out as beautiful statement pieces if you want to wear them with, and let's say, a black dress. But even here, as you can see, complementing a simple cardigan, they do it in a very modest way that if you were wearing one, would still have a beautiful aspect and look to it for an overall day-to-day look. But more importantly than that, the thing to really denote about these particular pieces, starting with the yellow gold one, is that again, it comes with a total carry weight of 14.95. Again, there's a 14.95 total carat weight, and as you can see here, it has beautiful G color diamonds coming in an 18 karat yellow gold setting with VS2 clarity diamonds. And it goes the same for the white gold, with the exception being that it is in fact white gold. However, the price is the same for the both, and that comes in at $18,379 here at Chronostore USA. And that is again for the round cut diamond link chain necklace coming in an 18 karat yellow gold or an 18 karat white gold with 14.95 total carat weight and a 17.5-inch length, coming in for $18,379.99. But before we do take them away, we'll give you an individual look at each one so you can appreciate how they would look separately on your neck, in case you're the kind of person who isn't really into stacking and wants more of a statement piece to give to your loved one or to pick out for yourself this amazing Valentine's Day season. And thank you for sitting through yet another live presentation of some amazing watches, some amazing jewelry that we have here in the heart of New York City in Chronostore. My name is Christian Taylor, and I just want to say thank you for sitting through the whole event. Whether you got into it at the beginning or at the end, we're happy you stopped by either way, and you can continue to stop by every Tuesday at 7:30 right here on eBay live, so this way you can purchase directly on eBay in these live events, where you can not only get exclusive content, exclusive view, but you can really get an exclusive chance to see some things you won't normally see in the way we're going to present them. And if you want to see more, just let us know what brands, what items, and we will literally cultivate everything around those requests. We have no problem doing that. We like to bring time to life, and that really means bringing value to every moment for our customers in the most efficient manner, whether it's in service, in sales, or on social. No matter what, we just want to make sure we capture the most opportune, the best opportunity possible. I got to put a fancy twist on it when it's just straightforward. My name is Christian Taylor, and I can't wait to see you next week. Have a good night.